A young woman named Sari, who lives in a quiet, rural village in Indonesia. Sari is married to a man named Kamal, and the couple is expecting their first child. As the pregnancy progresses, Sari begins to experience strange and terrifying phenomena. At first, these occurrences are subtle. Sari hears eerie noises at night, and she feels a disturbing presence following her. Sari's unease grows when she starts having vivid, horrific nightmares about a Kuyang, a floating female head with its entrails hanging below it. Kuyang is a dangerous spirit that preys on pregnant women, feeding on the blood of unborn babies to maintain its immortality. The Kuyang is said to be a witch who practices dark magic and can detach her head and internal organs from her body, flying around at night in search of victims. Sari confides in her husband Kamal and her close friend, a midwife named Widya. Kamal is skeptical and attributes Sari's fears to the stress of pregnancy, but Widya takes her concerns seriously. Widya, who is familiar with local myths and rituals, suggests that Sari protect herself with traditional charms and precautions to ward off the Kuyang. However, despite these efforts, Sari's condition worsens. She becomes increasingly paranoid, convinced that the Kuyang is real and is targeting her unborn child. As the story unfolds, Sari's suspicions lead her to believe that someone in the village may be practicing dark magic and is responsible for summoning the Kuyang. Her investigation into the village's past and its secrets reveals a dark history. The village was once home to a powerful witch who was rumored to have mastered the dark arts and transformed into a Kuyang. Sari starts to suspect that this witch may still be alive, or that her spirit has been revived by someone seeking revenge or power. Meanwhile, the haunting intensifies. Sari begins to see the Kuyang in its terrifying form, both in her nightmares and in waking life. The entity becomes more aggressive, attacking Sari at night and attempting to harm her unborn child. Sari's health deteriorates, and she becomes increasingly isolated, as Kamal struggles to understand her fears, and the village begins to turn against her, fearing that she has brought a curse upon them. In a desperate attempt to save her child, Sari turns to a local shaman for help. The shaman confirms her worst fears. The Kuyang is real, and it is after her child. The shaman explains that the Kuyang was once a human who sought immortality through dark rituals. But in doing so, she became a cursed being, condemned to feed on the blood of the innocent. The shaman performs a ritual to protect Sari and her child, but the Kuyang proves to be too powerful. In the climax of the movie, the Kuyang launches a final, terrifying attack on Sari, attempting to rip the unborn child from her womb. Sari, with the help of the shaman and Widya, fights back, using all the knowledge and protection they've gathered. The battle is intense and harrowing, as the Kuyang's full power is revealed. It is revealed that the Kuyang is someone close to Sari, an elderly woman in the village who had been hiding in plain sight. This woman, driven by jealousy and a desire for eternal youth, had been practicing dark magic for years. In a dramatic confrontation, Sari and the shaman manage to destroy the Kuyang by severing the connection between the woman's human form and her monstrous alter ego. The woman's body is consumed by the dark magic she wielded, and the Kuyang is vanquished. With Sari giving birth to a healthy baby, but the ordeal leaves her deeply traumatized.